Hello and welcome back to Cultist Simulator, the Mariner mod. Let's hop right in. This is going to be the second episode of our second playthrough with Aldair. Where we left off, we were in Amsterdam, watching the last of our thrill disappear. We've picked up the opportunity to recruit a cannoneer, which I think I might take them up on that, even though it will be most of our money. We'll make that back. So our objective right now is, as I push fast forward, to begin accumulating better crew members and a stockpile of funds as we prepare for eventually tackling the Amsterdam sewers. And yeah. We want to keep exploring. We doing that? No. We want to be exploring with not half-heart. A bold, inspired cannoneer. So you can see here one of the changes in 1.0.8 is now crew members with 2 aspects, ignore the lantern, I'll explain that in a second, have been reduced down to 4 instead of 5. So for those of you who know sort of the behind the scenes sort of the way challenges like dice are sort of rolled, there are thresholds for like how much of one aspect can you throw into a skill for it to hit a certain percentage, and these are like tiered. So for relevant aspects, say for something you need lantern or forge, you throw in none of those, guaranteed failure. If you throw in I think it's up to 2, you have a 20% chance of success. Up to 5 is like a 50% chance, and then up to 10 is 90% chance, and it doesn't get better than that. So now the difference between 4 and a 5 is you can't just throw two of these people in to a challenge and expect them to, like, without any extra help to push them up to 10 aspect. You're going to be below that threshold. The lantern, by the way, is because this fella is inspired. One of the traits is that he is inspired by the teachings of the lantern, and thus has been given a free lantern. Anyway, so that is that. We are back up to 7 crew members. And that cost us quite a bit of money, but that's not a problem, really. I might sack another person so that we can stick to the 6 crew members running around threshold. We'll see if we can pick up another person, which will be talking about our kite. Anything else we can do while we're here? A mate. Ooh, that's... I don't know why I did that. Though... That was slightly a mistake. I was thinking, you know, well, we have 6 of this, I might as well pick him up, but if we do, we can't actually afford him, because we do definitely want to pick up a potential client, and in order to do so, we need the space for it. To have the space for it, we need 7 crew members, and firing a crew member would cost us 1 coin. Yeah, let's do that. The mate we can look at another time. He... I think he should be unchanged because he's a single aspect follower. Anyway. In the meantime, might as well do that, since we need to be talking about our kite. That is actually a thing to be concerned about, isn't it? How long does this take? Let's see. First, let's pick this person up. What I'm thinking here is we're about this. I forget if this causes us 3 wanderlust. We'll have to see, and we are going to see, because I may be a fool, but I'm a risky fool. Sure. Sometimes I say things that make sense. Other times, don't expect much from me. Yeah. There we have that. Season of Reckoning. When the past comes, take stock of me. No interest, damn it. Try again. Seems we have 53 seconds at least. How does this say? When the past comes, take stock of me. The 2 take stock of me? I don't know. Anyway, we are down to 7 crew members. Can't afford the mate now. And still no interest. I mean, I'm a gambler, why not? Neither of those. Actually, we could do that. I'm not sure if that will lock us into... let's do that. I'm not sure if this prevents us from setting sail. I will actually, out of curiosity, can we do this? Too entangled here. Yep, so it does. Good to know. And if that's the case, we still have time for this. It's fine, don't worry about it. No interest at all. That's quite annoying. I'm not going to try again. So we're going to wait for this to expire, and we're going to run away from our... well, run away from this. Damn it. I didn't know. We're going to see if setting sail, right? We're going to see if this takes more than 8 seconds. If it does, we die. What's life without a bit of thrill? And we're severely lacking in thrill. Yeah, fingers crossed, eh? Sure, investigate. We would like this to be emptied out. What does that do again? It can protect you from the ravagings of heartache. Alright, do it. Not right now, obviously. Cool. Throw that in there. That. We're going to London. Nice. Escaped. Okay. Well, we have our passenger. Just the one. Winter or Grail. This is fire in the hull. We have... The weather isn't on our side. What do we have? Winter or Grail? Can we sing a song to get rid of it? Let's pick one of the two. You know, the let's see which one the game cares about more, since nothing else will help us. This might wound the ship, and if it does, it didn't. I've never actually seen the ship take damage other than that starting 2 damage that you always take. So yeah, I would assume that, you know, if that ever did fail, it would cause damage. I think they intentionally make it an easy thing, just because early game like this, you are rolling with 2 aspect. The wind rises, tame the weather with forge. I like that idea. And here you go. Either of these help us. Not that it would, I think. I don't think it... Yeah, it does fit in the slot. Tell you what, we can do that. I'm not sure what the thresholds are for all of these. I know that the example I gave last time of how the Cannoneer has been nerfed. What's the word? That might be applicable in a lot of situations and might not, depending on how they want to set up the thresholds and if it's customizable for the modders. Drunk mates. I mean, I'm not opposed to some gambling, honestly. Do we not have the... Oh no, this isn't gambling. This is people being drunk. So we're going to... what can we do? I suppose we could be using... Edge might be a bit stronger. Let's do that. I have 2 crew members help. Actually, does the storm help? It does. Scary storm, you will follow my rules. I smashed every bottle I could find and made the... so it's the same as... same dialogue as if you'd used Winter. Okay. Docking to London, we have some thrill and Santa stories. As always. Rumours and that. And awesome. So what do we want to do? What do we want to do in London? We can find someone new for the crew. We can continue looking for our songs and get some passengers to make sure we are making money on our journeys. As much profit as we can. Ow, my neck has been really stiff lately. I'm not sure if I've been sleeping properly on it. But you know, sitting in the same pose here while I'm kind of half looking over the mic is definitely not doing it any good. Tune the docks. We don't need either of those. And even if we did, I don't think either of them... Ooh. I mean, that's gone, sadly. I suppose we can pull the old trick to delay the changing of the moon. It's perfectly valid, surely. We're just going to see if this is a knock aspect, and if it is, grand. Some cargo and finish restocking cargo. There we go. What did we get? The hush of a library. Nope. Although, actually, that has winter to it, which is good to know. So there are other ways to get winter other than Copenhagen. There's a church bell, tune of the church bells sort of thing. Okay. Fortunately, the new moon also has a knock to it. We have both of those. And neither of these are usable right now. Ah yes, we can also visit the Cultist Club with... What do we want to show off? That? Mr. Cultist sits in the front row, eyes closed as he listens. He had made his desire known to me, an ode to his beloved Marinette. I do not know her, but I know the sadness with which he speaks the name. That sounds like he might want winter, which we don't have. I'm just gonna, try all these. The mod makers seem to try to avoid that, where if you just try every combination, it hopefully doesn't or they're trying to avoid that as the most viable option. Another tune of the docks. Stop visiting the docks. What do we want to do? We can talk about our boat. And I suppose we can just start singing to a crowd soon. Which we will do if this doesn't get us anything. It did not, so we will start doing this for some... what's the word? I don't remember. I don't remember the name of it. The aspects that we have up here. That will help us find passengers. We have an encounter with a raconteur. Serpent's daughter's page, keeper of her unblinking kingdom. That, I believe, is Mr. Cultist. And the alchemist who flew to heaven. Blah blah blah. Alchemist strapped 47 fireworks to it. Yeah, fire arrows. Fire to a chair and lit each one and then fucking exploded, I believe. Respond with an Apollonian. Dionysian, mortal. There we go. There we go. Persistent glamour. That's the name of it. We will need 2. And we got lucky in that it didn't generate notoriety. Not that we really generate much notoriety while we're here. At this stage. Ivory box. So we're going to this fella and we're going to deliver the package. We've met another member. Interesting. We'll see if our sailor stories can help us. Maybe... We should have time. We need the speaky verb available. We have 1 notoriety, but that shouldn't be a problem. We will not have the speaky verb ready, so... Yeah, oh well. Speaky verb is occupied. That's the official term, speaky. They say talk, just, to confuse people. We want to throw our Lockhart into that. Another Hush of the Library, which will be nice. We honestly need both of those, though the weather needs to be in our favour. Our Lockhart is busy, and that passed us by. And our Wanderlust accumulates. I'm going to hold on to that to stop it from decaying, in the shallow hope that we can use both of them. Script of information. Probably better to do that. I'll tick by. Not too much. Not too confident in our ability to use both of them. Tune of industry. That if we can snag the forge. Nope, we can't. At the moment. We want to keep an eye out for it. Will it throw us? I'm hoping with some notoriety on the board, it will throw a season of investigation out rather than hitting us repeatedly with wanderlust. There we go. Hiss of smog. We can get some forge if we're confident that we'll have time. Dockside warehouse? Interesting. Maybe it is possible to get... I'm not sure if that was like a... what's the word? Range thoughts? There we go. So, Copenhagen. We haven't discovered that yet, but it is on the board, or it is existing. I'm not sure if this, has a likely chance of being drawn while you still haven't found Copenhagen, or if Copenhagen, we can't discover it yet. If that makes sense. If it doesn't, I don't know, ask me again later. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure if that's in the same deck or like the second deck it tries. Another encounter with the raconteur, which I'm fine with. We still have one story and with no packages on the board. I think they might be fine just asking for one story. The Princess of Serendip and the Queen. Of 3 princes from the Kingdom of Serendip, one day on their travels they arrived at the court of a virgin queen. Her father had declared that only a clever suitor could court her, and a challenge to test them. The oldest prince was tasked with to divide 5 snake eggs fairly between the queen, her advisor, and himself. After consideration, he gave 3 to the queen, 1 to the advisor, and 1 for himself. When asked, he explained that since the men carried a pair of eggs in the folds of their pants, this division was only fair. I see. Witty story, eh? What is witty? I mean that's a story. Witty dock workers. We can. Nope. No. Yep. No. Oh bollocks! We need that one for trading stories. I'm an idiot, and that will be another another story passing us by. What is the? Not the one in Alexandria, though she wears the name well. I believe that is the Veiled Lady. Yes, the Veiled Lady. Oh well. It was a nice story he told us about testicles. The tune of the market. Yeah, fine. If a mouse is going in circles, that's my brain buffering. Yeah, don't worry about it. We should be advertising our kite. And, doing this as well. My neck muscles are hurting. That's just me complaining. I'll avoid doing that since it's irrelevant. No interest. Either in my story or in the boat. Ship. Damn it. I'll call it a boat quite often. Some information. We have a blazing motif. This will aid you when the kite is wounded. I've never had a reason to use that though, so I don't fully know what it'd be good for. What does the smog give us? Oh, actually the smog gives us winter. So we can do that. I just noticed someone wants to go to Amsterdam. We're happy with that. London rumours, that's fine, they will dwindle. Church bells. We need that. What do we need? Oh, we need the moon on our side for that. Or possibly a sunny day. Whatever. Yeah, we're at 6 people, so I think we can try and find another crew member for a bit. You know, we don't want to be running around with basic crew members for too long, since they are useless in many aspects. Thanks. Recruiting a basic crew member. We don't care about. Right over there. And that with that. There we go. Nope, that's the wrong one. Yeah, we're gonna ignore that. Fortunately, it doesn't take too long for that to go by. We don't need to activate them yet. We'll be on a stricter time limit with them. Not too much pressure. Last thrill is down the drain. An officer. That'll be good. And we will happily pay 4 money for him. That'll put us up to 7. So I think yes, and this will help us have a safe journey. Winter, that goes, yeah, there. Do we care about anything? Let's see, what is a full moon? Yes, full moon can give us lantern. It's a bit of a waste, I know, to be doing it here, but in regards to these aspects going to waste, but quite frankly, I'm not too fussed. We can always use more as and when we need it, or we can make more. That's what I mean. And I will pick this guy up, since I doubt we have too long left, and we don't always want to be cutting it down to the last second like last time. Fisticuffs on the docks. Oh, that's quite annoying. What was that for? Did any particular crew member cause that? I wonder. One of my crew has a high-strung temperament, and recently it has snapped. The blows were traded, and this has not come to the good of my good name, or the health of the crew. A brave, boisterous crew member. Could that have happened to any crew member, or is it because he's, you know, brave and or boisterous? Because if so, I will fire his ass immediately. Having unsuspecting or having notoriety come up unaccounted for is not good. But I think we're honestly done here once we finish up this upgrade lantern song with a nature inspiration. That's fine. We could stick around until we accumulate, you know, 2 Wanderlust without any thrill, but we don't need to go that hard into it. I suppose we could, in theory, be trying for another. Let's do this since we aren't in immediate danger. Yeah, and fast forward. Bright motif, clarion air. It will help us attract clever crew members. I can go there. So we're only missing knot, I do believe. We have that. We need a second one. This will generate some nastier rumours, which would probably be good to avoid. Nope, we want that going there. we'll see if we have time to avoid it. I say, throwing in more things. Kind of we would. Might be worth doing. Yeah. Let's avoid the accumulation of rumours. We will throw in the kite, and our destination is Amsterdam. And yeah, that should expire. Otherwise it'd be, what, an investigation or something like that. The wind rises. We want some forge to keep that under control. And I will help you with a song as you do all the work. Is my timer running? It is not. I forgot to set the timer. But we, looking at my clock, have just passed the half-an-hour mark, so I will at least get us to Amsterdam, and then we can call it a session there. Shapes in the water. The kite has found companionship. Something is trading in our ship's wake. Curious dolphins, playful seals, watchful sharks, those creatures that call the waters home, will follow us for a while and break up the monotony of water and air. What might find us next on the sea? I need to get better at reading ahead of the words I'm saying, you know? Deafening repose doing its job. Thank you, deafening repose. Probably my favourite aspect for this purpose. An unwholesome air. Normally the sea air is brisk, hail and salt-laden, but today the effluvium of industry has followed us from the city into the sea. The vile retchings of smoke stacks clog the air like a bitter miasma, and me must... smokestacks clog the air like bitter miasm, and me must be hearty to survive it. Yes, me must. Approach this challenge with heart or grail. What do we have? I believe we will be throwing in some heart. And this must be some pretty unwholesome air if it's managed to follow us. Let's use the second best guy, just in case we want to fire this man. Yeah. I suppose the haze of smog. Yeah, that makes sense. Did that jump? Someone... I'm gonna have to catch that when I look back at it. I'm not sure if it hastened over to a blank sky when we got away from London, but... yeah. Passengers disembarked. Goodbye, thanks for the money. Crew considers leaving. We're okay with that, I think. He's saving us a dollar. Some thrill and some contentment, both of which are lovely. So I think that is a good wrapping up point of the second episode of this playthrough. Yeah, we're getting off to a good start. We're going through the motions of getting set up. We have all but one of our motifs, which will be nice. We just need to keep hold of the moon and get ourselves probably church. Yeah, what's the one in Copenhagen? Copenhagen, it's not a church bells, it is morning or mourners, something like that, whatever. Point is, thank you for watching the episode and me fumbling this outro. If you like it, feel free to leave a like, that always helps. It's always good to see when someone other than myself likes the video, you know? And if you have any comments, feel free to leave a comment. I look forward to reading them. Until next time, peace.